which could have been interesting to explore. But yeah,
Yes.
it's just
Well, you see, what he's simply trying to do is debate by aggressiveness and obnoxiousness, and just by a fiat claim. So what he says is that God being a mind is a vacuous explanation. Well, says who? And he goes, well, because it doesn't explain anything. Well, but then he turned around and he said, somebody invoking that what is metaphysically primary is not a mind, is the ground of all being. He said, well, that's not vacuous. So if we say that the what is metaphysically primary is personal or a mind, well, that's vacuous. But if it's impersonal, it's not vacuous. You see his double standard? Okay. Now, but then I think he was talking out of both sides of his mouth, if we go back to the recording. Because if he's
yeah, Darth. Let's go back to the recording. That's really a very good idea. First of all, who is Darth Dawkins to try to tell almost anything to Ozzy, who has a PhD, or has a master's degree in philosophy? Who is Darth Dawkins to say anything? Secondly, why would Darth have a problem with a double standard? Who is the king of the double standard? So, yeah, let's go back to the video. Here's the video.
All the issues of the server and how it's authoritarian and just like annoying me to death about how it's fucked, etc.
Well, what's
Right.
what's wrong with people who own a server when they set the rules?
Yeah. So I mean, you can unmute him.
Who is he? Well, I know. Who is he to complain about any rules?
Would you like me to explain myself?
Sure. Explain to me. Do you know what the right of what? You ever heard of the concept of the right of private association?
I most definitely have.
Okay, good. Each server owner decides what type of relationships and interactions there will be and what the rules will be. Okay, so you have no grounds to actually complain.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you can't run your server the way you want to run your server. I'm just calling you a hypocrite because you say that this is a place for freedom of expression, and yet it seems to be that every single time somebody dissents, you seem to stab them.
That's false. Could you do me a favor? Just push away the bong. Stop inhaling the bong. Let me know when your head clears, and then we can have an adult conversation.
Okay. Well, I'm not high. I'm not.
Well, then have you recently slipped and had a frontal lobe injury? Because your evaluation is simply categorically false. People do not get muted because they disagree like adults. People get muted because they are behaving badly.
Okay, well, as far as I could see, when you were having your conversation, oh, she's gone now. When you're having your conversation with that lady there, it seemed to me like you overtalked her constantly, and at no point was there any repercussions for your overtalking. There were many.
Yeah. That's because I'm a mod in here, and that's because this is my room.
Okay, so you don't hold yourself to your standards then?
Okay, no. Okay, I have different standards because I run the room.
Okay, so you have
Now,
listen.
listen. That's right. This is not an egalitarian channel. Were you confused and thought that it is?
Well, I just figured that a Discord server that calls itself Male Politics.
Wait a minute. Okay, you happen to be in the channel of Atheist Helpline. This is my channel. I asked you a question. Were you under the illusion that we're operating in an egalitarian way, kind of the way like a communist utopia would run?
Yes, and if you let me explain myself.
No. Well, you're wrong. Then you are under a false illusion. This channel is a benevolent dictatorship.
Why would anybody ever want to have a...
So, if I were Ozzy, my question would have been to Darth, well, what's the problem with a double standard? So what? I don't think Ozzy has a double standard. But even if he did, why would that be a concern to Darth? Why would that be a problem? Because Darth admitted that he has a double standard. So, yeah, let's go back to the video, Darth. You want to talk about somebody talking out of both sides of their mouth? You've been talking outside of both sides of your mouth now for, I guess, what, 12 years now? Not 10, but 12. And how did it go from 10 to 12 overnight? I have no idea. But yeah, go back to the video. Go back to my YouTube channel, to multiple videos. And that's what you'll see, a double standard. Darth, you don't need to be concerned about a double standard. What you need to be concerned about is only one thing. Read Matthew 7:12. Okay? Thank you for watching.